Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second and a couple. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Here goes. The Dolphins take over first and 10. Let's go, team. The 46-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Newton on third down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Play action, it's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Newton. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Set, ready? Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Ready?
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Let's get this.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Jefferson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 17-0 our score after 1.
Dolphins 17, Colts nothing.
From the 31, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with his field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
Ready? Tight right. You got 3.
On second down, Johnson. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sheldon Rankins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Jackson on 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. He's able to find Hawkins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 5-2's the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyrell Williams, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will shave one more off this lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Watch the whip.
On 2nd down now. Winslow, and he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run it with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 20! And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
A
boy.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. With a catch made by Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Jackson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. And
Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I smell fear in that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second and very short, Newton will find Everett there, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Ready? All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there.
Now on 2nd and 16. Newton, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now it's Jackson. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Let's go one more.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.